Father told me the story himself. 35 years ago, he was a bum. He was a Satmar Hasidische bum. The real old-fashioned bums in Satmar and Williamsburg. He was a Satmar bum, and he used to go out at night, and he had a bunch of friends. They had their own apartment. They did drugs. They did hard drugs. And he bought a television in his room, and he put it behind the door, and he blocked it, and at night he would come home, he would watch TV. Try to imagine 35 years ago, probably there was an antenna, Nebuch. It was torture. You had to change the channel, you had to get out of bed, and you had to go climb over, and everybody had to figure out how to turn that little piece because the knob fell out. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Okay? It was torture. It was mamish hard. It was so hard being a bum in the olden days, yeah? Now it's much easier. Okay. So anyway, one day his mother comes in and he forgot to hide the TV. Now in those days, there was a war. TV was then the worst thing, and the Satmar Rebbe and all the Rebbes were trying to get television out of from homes. That was like the big war. Okay, today I think they would say it's a mitzvah to have a TV in your house and not have any of this other chazarai. And we should all watch I Love Lucy and Gilligan's Island and the Brady Bunch. I think everybody would say it's like mitzvah gedaila. And if you're not sitting and learning, if you're watching all the other stuff, unrated and all Netflix and Hulu and all the stuff, if you're looking at me, how come I know this? It's called research. I have to do a lot of research. I'm kidding. My friend told me. Anyway, so the bottom line is that he had a TV. His mother comes in. She has a heart attack. Like, this is crazy. There's a TV in my house. So she said, get out. Now, his aunt came to the rescue. His aunt said, wait. Before you throw your son out of the house, go speak to a big tzaddik. So they went to Reb Hershelle Spinka, the Spinka Rebbe. Everybody's shaking. Whoever knows is shaking their head. If you don't know, just shake your head along. Okay, like Reb Avadia Yosef. Okay, just shake your head. Reb Hershelle Spinka was considered like this. Everybody, Satmar Rebbe was more famous, okay, but he was big-time Rebbe from a different century, a different world. So the father, the mother, and the aunt went, and the aunt is the one who told him this story. The guy told me the story himself. He said, my aunt was in the room. The mother's crying, oh, my son, he had a TV in the room, and then this guy, he's crying, and I'm throwing him out in the house, and with the whole Hungarian accent, throw him out of the house, I can't take it, my house, Kedusha, and he brings in the Tumah, and the Schmutz box, what else did they call it in those days? Schmutz box, yeah? All these names, he's going on and on and on, and throwing him out of the house. And Hershelle is thinking, he's a very religious man, okay? Very Hasidish. And he's thinking. He says, it sounds like you have a choice. Your choice is to have a TV in your house and your son in your house, or to have a house without a TV and without your son. If you ask me, I think it's better to have a house that has a TV and a son. And then he started giving advice. Be nice to him. When he wakes up in the afternoon, serve him breakfast, no matter what he's wearing, no matter what time it is. Shower him with love, no criticism. Listen what he told me. 2 of my friends died of overdose. That's what he told me. He said 2 of his friends, he said, died of overdose. He said, I wasn't there because I always went home. Whether it was 4 o'clock in the morning, it was 5 and 6, I knew I'm going to go home, I have my bed, I'm going to wake up. And he said, my mother was a different person. I would get up in my gotchkis and my underwear, with no undershirt, at 3 o'clock, at 4 o'clock, like a bum, like a useless piece of garbage. And she would say, Oy, Shefala. All that Satmar Hungarian stuff, the good part. Oy, Shefala, what can I get you for breakfast? Eggs? He says, I always went home. Because I woke up to happy parents, happy to see me, cooking for me. Didn't bother me that I shaved my payas and I shaved my beard and that I was machal Shabbos and I was watching TV and just were nice to me. The whole prescription, just be nice. He became frum. He's married. He has kids. He has a family. Kadas Moshe Yisrael. He has a normal family. Banu b'nei banim, oiskim b'Torah v'mitzvos. He doesn't look Hasidish, but he's going to be in Gan Eden in the not Hasidish section. Okay? Because it works. Just be nice. Take away the lachatz. No pressure. No control. Stop looking down at them. They can't do better. Maybe they could, okay, but you don't know for sure, and maybe they can't. Okay, so before you maybe, this works even if they could do better, this motivates them. Like Reb Gershon Edelstein said, they're makabel koiches, they get the energy to become functioning because my parents like me. Even though they know I'm not doing anything with my life. I'm not the nachas that they, I don't look like anybody in the family history. I don't look like my brothers and sisters. And they know very well how you want them to dress. They look at mommy, they look at Bobby, they know. But somehow, even though I'm not, they don't judge me. They don't judge me. Don't judge me because I sin differently than you do. Have done as kol ha'adam l'kavschus, judge the entire person. The Sfas Emes says it should say have done kol adam l'kavschus, judge every person l'kavschus. What's es kol ha'adam? How do you even say that in English? Have done, you should judge es kol, the entire, the person. The entire, the person. What does it mean? He says you shouldn't judge anybody. But if you're going to judge somebody, have done is kol ha'adam. Judge the ganze mensch, the whole person. From when they're born, every bump in the road, every trouble that they had, every time that the door slammed on their finger, every time someone put them down, all their trouble, all their pain, you'll see if you are dan kol ha'adam, if you really were able to see everything that happened to them and how much they tried and how much they wished they could be good and how much they davened, you'll be l'kavschos. And remember, Rosh Hashanah, Hashem judges us the way we judge other people. The Kedushas Levi says it beautiful. He brings down a medrash. Shoiftim v'shoitrim titein lecha b'chol sharecha. Pashut pshat, regular. What does it mean? That you should put policemen, judges and policemen, right, are given to you. You should place everywhere. V'shaftu es ha'am mishpat tzedek. They should judge the nation righteously. Correctly. If you do the time, you do the crime. Says the Kedushas Levi, Shaiftim v'shaitrim, your judgment on Rosh Hashanah, Titein lecha, is given over to you. Because the way that you look at other people is the way that you get judged. If you say, what a bum, and you judge them difficultly, and you look down at them, tzaddikim never do that. The bigger the tzaddik, says the Nesiv Shalom from the Baal Shem Tov, the greater the tzaddik, HaTzadik HaGadol B'Yoyser Yochel Lehoiv HaRasha HaGadol B'Yoyser. That's the lashon of the Nesiv Shalom Zchus Yagan Aleinu. Correct? Fact checked. Where did he go? I used to have two slonimmers here. HaRasha HaTzadik HaGadol B'Yoyser. The bigger the tzaddik can love, the bigger the Rasha. Usually, the more that you're a Yankee fan, the more you're going to hate the Red Sox. The more that you love something, the more you hate the opposite. Yeah. But tzaddikim are not like that. They don't use their goodness to look down on other people. Says the Kedushas Levi, it's given over to you. The way you judge other people, Mida Keneged Mida, is your judgment on Rosh Hashanah. And you don't want God. Nobody says, hey Hashem, I think I did really good this year. I'll take din. I'll take din. Nobody wants din. What did we say yesterday? What does the Slicha say? Anu Melei Avoin. Va'ata malei rachamim. We don't even try to hide it. We're like, God, we're full of sin. And you are full of mercy. You want mercy? You need to give mercy. Therefore, v'shaftu ha'am mishpat tzedek. He says tzedek is not righteous. Tzedek is a lashon of tzedakah. Extra. Judge other people with tzedakah. They didn't do exactly the right thing. It's okay. It's okay. Tzedakah is extra. Be generous, charitable with your eye. How you look at somebody. Reb Gershon Edelstein says, it's not just what you say, it's how you think. Think positive about people. You see somebody doing something wrong, he's talking in shul, or he's talking lashon hara, or he's eating treif. It doesn't matter what he's doing wrong. Not tznius, right? In your mind, judge them favorably. I don't know what they went through. I don't know their whole life story. Maybe if I went through what they went through, I would be worse, right? They're good inside. They're struggling. I feel so bad for them. Rachmanos. Yud Gimel Midas Harachim. That's why we learn Time of Devaira. Every Sunday I send out a shir, 15 minutes. Listen to it on Sunday and work on that midah the rest of the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then the next week we go to the next midah. You do that and be selfish, because it's a mitzvah asay in the Torah of a halachta b'drachav to go in the ways of Hashem. So some people say, oh, I want to go in the way of Hashem. V'chara af Hashem. I like that one. I'm going to kill everyone. The Medrash says no. Sifri says, how should you follow Hashem? Hadbek b'midaisav shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu means mahu rachum afata havei rachum. Mahu chanun, that's what it means. Only the Yud Gimel Midas Rachum says in the Siva Shalom. That's what you were going to say? Mahu rachum, huh? Yalkut Shemaini. Yeah, okay, I'm in the middle of something now. We'll get to that. It says in the Siva Shalom, it doesn't say Mahu rachum afata, act like a rachum. No. Afata havei rachum. The goal is, first you have to act, right? The goal is to become a rachum. Hashem doesn't act with rachmanos. Hashem is rachmanos. Hashem is a rachum. Our goal is, we have to work on ourselves to be a rachum, to be a chanon, to be erech apayim. And when you do that, it's a mitzvah saseh in the Torah. You should put on a gartel, go to the mikveh, say, Hashem, I'm going to do a mitzvah saseh l'shem yichud kudshu b'richu shchintei. Ayideyahu tama v'nelo m'shem kol Yisrael. Hineni muchan muzuman l'kayim mitzvahs asay shel v'halachta b'drachav. Kamoi shakasu v'sefri mahu rachum afatar mahu erech apayim. I am now not going to get angry. It's a mitzvah asay in the Torah. And you, because of this wonderful child that you have, you're going to have so many mitzvahs asay opportunities. You're going to have so many opportunities for mitzvahs asays. Your friends don't have that. You're going to have to be erech apayim 8,000 times a day. The Chazon Ish said, Satmar Chasidim, please cover your ears. Chazon Ish said, it's a mitzvah to vote in Eretz Yisrael. They said, Rebbe, a mitzvah? You mean like matzah? He said, no, like maror. Okay, we have a lot of mitzvahs. Like matzah? No, like maror. A lot of bitter mitzvahs, but you're going to be a rachum and a chanun, erech apayim. You're not going to look down at anybody, even b'machshava. You're going to stop judging. You're going to cleanse yourself. And your kid is going to realize that you are a special person and you're a safe person to be around. And their friends are going to come around and you're going to say, Shlomi, Chani, Mushki, Yanki, David, Jakey, Michael. Give me some Syrian names here. Joey, Ike. That's all I got. Joey and Ike. And they're going to just be a magnet to you because you're a tzaddik now. You're not a regular person who gets angry and frustrated. You're a tzaddik. You elevated yourself to have the eyes of tzaddikim. What would the Baal Shem Tov do if he was alive today? And I don't mean to pick on that, on any rabbi. They would go out to the parks, to the lakes, and they'd say, come here, my children. Shuvu banim shayvavim. They would say, come to me. Come and hug them. We do hug therapy. It'll answer so many problems. There's so many more of us. We're ignoring them. Don't go to sleep at night. Take a bunch of chevra, go outside to the lakes and to the parks and hug them and say, Shalom Aleichem. What, you don't look down at me? Wow. That's what they need. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to become. And that's what works to save our kids. But you know who gets saved even more than our kids? We save ourselves.